protection. الصيام جنة is a series of lessons during the blessed month of Ramadan where we get to learn about what should we do to gain Allah's mercy and protection from hellfire. This series is presented to you by His Eminence, Dr. Sheikh ابراهيم الشافعي. May Allah protect him. Fasting is a protection.
Fasting is a protection. الصيام جنة. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. Allah Ta'ala said, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان فمن شهد منكم الشهر فليصمه ومن كان مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. Ayah 185 of Surah Al-Baqarah means, the month of Ramadan is that in which the Quran was sent down as guidance for the people and clear proofs of guidance and criterion between right and wrong. So whoever sights the new moon of the month, let him fast it. And whoever is ill or a traveler, then an equal number of other days must be made up. Allah willed for you ease and did not will for you hardship, and so you can complete the prescribed period and glorify Allah for that He has guided you and that you may be grateful. It was narrated that the great companion Salman al-Farisi said, in his speech on the last day of Sha'ban, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, O people, a great and blessed month is about to cast upon you. It is a month holding a great night within. The reward one receives for spending this night in acts of worship is so great. A person may not receive a similar reward in spending 1,000 months in acts of worship which do not have the night of Al-Qadr in them. Allah ordained upon you the obligation of fasting the days of Ramadan and kept it optional for His slaves to spend its nights in acts of obedience. It is the month of patience, and the reward of patience is paradise. It is also the month of sympathy and compassion. Whoever provides food to a fasting person to break the fast will be rewarded greatly. His sins will be forgiven, and by the will of Allah, he will be protected from hellfire and rewarded greatly. Upon hearing this, some of the companions said, O Messenger of Allah, not every one of us is able to provide food to the fasting person to break the fast. The Prophet ﷺ replied, Allah grants this great reward to the one who provides the fasting person a date or a sip of water or a sip of milk to break the fast. The starting days of Ramadan are filled with special mercies. Its middle days unfold with forgiveness, and its last days end with protection from hellfire. The one who provides the fasting person with a sip of water to break the fast, Allah grants him the virtue of drinking from my basin on the day of judgment, not to feel any thirst ever again. And Al-Bayhaqi narrated in the book called Shu'abul Iman that every day of Ramadan, at the time of breaking the fast, Allah grants 1 million Muslims salvation from hellfire. And on the last day of Ramadan, Allah grants that salvation from hellfire to an amount equal to the total that Allah has given salvation to from the first of the month to the end of it. We ask Allah to make us among those who are granted salvation from hellfire in this blessed month. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah endowed upon us a month in which we are able to spend the days doing a great act of worship. An act of worship that has lofty wisdoms and abundant reward. Hence, it is necessary that we remain steadfast upon fasting in these long days with energy, certainty, and passion. And we need to put the effort in doing the good deeds in order to get the rewards and the goodness. Dear beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, take advantage of this blessed month of Ramadan. We ask Allah to grant us protection and safety until the end of Ramadan, hoping for the forgiveness of Allah. As the Messenger of Allah informed us that when the month of Ramadan arrives, the doors of paradise are opened and the doors of hellfire are closed. The head devils are chained and a lot of people are forgiven during this month of Ramadan. May Allah grant us safety from hellfire and make it easy for us to fast. Aid us to wake up at night to perform acts of obedience and help us keep ties with our families by the virtue of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best of the creation.